Let me ask both of you, what were your major takeaways from this particular summit this year?
When we started this summit 4 years ago, I think we both felt really privileged to meet the extraordinary people who were coming to present. And this year, we welcomed back friends. We talked about work that we were actively doing together, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people from around the world. That's what we were talking about this year. And I think we both felt the summit is here to stay, and the summit is working.
This was a year that really reinforced the fact that we're making progress. There are working groups, they're expected to provide deliverables, and this is the year when that really began to happen in a way that you could sense. In fact, it was interesting sitting in groups and recognizing that there were work products, maybe developed in other groups, that were going to help in this area too. And that's a source of great satisfaction and is a product of Laura's insistence that this is what we were going to do.
So it's been, I think this was the first time Mark and I had really seen the manifestation of the teaming up of our new staff and leadership and president with what the summit had been before. And I think, I'll speak for myself, but I think we have seen what we built, what was an idea for us. What we wanted was to build an institution, and we saw an institution this year.
And you know, this year was a transition year for us because we had our new president, Brett Steele, and her team basically on board for half of the last year. Now they're up and running, and there will be new levels of support for working groups, new partnerships forged during the next year. That all is going to make a difference.
Let me ask both of you, in essence, spinning off your comments, we're seeing the fruits of the labor. What does that feel like for both of you personally, to plant that seed and see it grow?
Well, it's a source of great satisfaction to see the progress that is being made here, and I think it's distinctive progress. And speaking more personally, it makes me feel great that Laura invited me to come along with her because, you know, she has been driving this from the very beginning to be a distinctive contributor to a really awful problem. And we're getting there.
We are. And Mark has started a lot more organizations than I have over his lifetime. This is the only one I have. And I said in my opening remarks today that the leader of my law firm once said to all of us, if you want to measure your value to this institution, you only have to ask yourself one question. And that question is, who is here because of me? And this was an idea. The first person I reached out to was Mark. Mark and I reached out to other community leaders who all said yes, who all came and helped us, including Jerry Cohen, who we were privileged to honor today. And today, I think we see an institution because of all of the people who are here, Brett and her team and all the working group members and all the people who believe in us because they believe in the spirit of Pittsburgh. They believe in the spirit in which we founded this summit in the names of the people who we love here.
Yeah, who would have imagined that Pittsburgh would be drawing this kind of crowd to do anti-hate work? And one of the great moments for me was the very beginning of the very first day when we were up on the stage and the people in the audience were asked, if you've been here before, raise your hand. I couldn't believe all the hands that went up. And then they were asked, and those who are here for the first time, raise your hand. And it was another army of hands in the air. So when your friends come back, and when really what they have to say brings others, then you have a sense that you're really on to something.
One of the things we talk about at this summit is the power of one. That on these issues of hate that are so hard and so intractable, sometimes people think, well, I could never make a difference. And the point of the summit is, yes, you can. every single person, no matter who they are or what they do, not only can make a difference, but has to find a way in their life or their family or their career or their city to help make a difference on these issues in their own way. And this summit is two old friends who got together with this crazy idea, and look what it became. Not so much because of us, but because of the power of individual people to make a difference in their lives. That's what Gabby Gifford stood for. That's what I hope we'll stand for in this organization. But that's what I hope everybody who comes to the summit takes away with them.
Well, congratulations to both of you, and thank you.